What's your job? What is your job?
To uphold the peace.
And enforce the law, right? Am I breaking the law?
Citizen, you're taking my pictures, and you didn't ask if I could.
What about me? I'm not a private citizen.
I asked you. I said, sir, can I take your picture? You turned around and you said, did you take it?
They violating rights right here, man. There's nothing wrong with their light. They're doing this again. He's under duress. She's giving him her information under duress. Under duress. If she don't give you this, she's going to jail, right? What happens if she refuse? Ask him what happens if you refuse. You're going to give it to him, but ask him what happens if you refuse.
What happens if I refuse? Then I'm going to detain you till I figure out who you are.
Welcome everyone to my channel, the place where we replay the most intense and crazy moments of civil rights audits. In today's video, we're going to watch situations where citizens are obstructed and threatened just because they're filming in public. In that tense atmosphere, the big question arises, who really doesn't understand the law? Is it the people exercising their legal rights, or those trying to impose their own emotions and made-up rules? Let's see how the auditors force them to back down. The first situation happens at an apartment building on East 86th Street, New York City. A citizen is standing in front of the building, filming from the sidewalk. But clearly this action annoys quite a few people, including residents and building staff. So they called the police. A police officer who knows the law would understand that filming from a public area like the sidewalk is completely legal. But this is the NYPD. Let's see how they handle this situation.
Pale Emperor, thank you. That's funny. Hey, how are you?
So they don't want you stepping into the building to record. You don't live here, they don't want you.
How come you come in your badge number?
How are you?
It's on live.
I'm sorry? What's your name? How are you? It's usually how you start a conversation. Hi, how are you? Sure am. How are you? Good. What was you asking me? Aren't you recording?
We are, but you were recording before we got here. Anything? Is it good that you're recording here?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, that's fine. Well, they just don't want you putting the camera in their face, the doorman. That's what they don't want. You're free to record the street. If you want to record, that's your prerogative.
Can I record people? Yes? No?
If someone says that they don't want to be recorded, then
Yes or no?
just don't get in anybody's face. You can record whatever you want to record. You can record the tree. You can't.
I can record whatever I can see from public, right?
Yes, but that's not.
There's no but.
That's not what we're saying. It's someone's personal space and record them as they're doing their job.
You're right in front of the wall.
Right. It's preventing people from entering their residence.
Like right in front of the residence.
They
You could walk.
They were saying that you were coming into the building and you were standing.
That's what they said?
The entrance too. You know, you could walk and record. Nobody said you can't record, but you could walk around as well.
Can I stand here and record too?
You can't stand right here.
I can't stand right here.
I'm the one that made the call. Yeah. I told the gentleman that unlawful for him is a violation of their rights to privacy. And he's impeding my ability. Now, if he's filming now, that's wrong. So you know what? He's wrong.
You took a picture of me.
You know what?
So I guess we both committed a crime, right?
For identification.
Oh.
In case you were to walk away. He's preventing himself from running to the people that live.
Wow.
Right, but if he's not.
You can educate him right here. It's fine. What else am I? I'm literally just standing on the sidewalk, exercising my First Amendment right to record in public. There's no but. Y'all keep saying but.
Right here.
Okay, I'm not stopping nobody. Look how much space there is for people to walk and go and do whatever they want. Do you see me in the way? Investigate. Do you see me in the way? Look, he's going in the building. I'm not recording people that live here. Come on now, bro. The question was, am I committing a crime?
I mean, eventually people complain about you like, hey, look, this guy's.
What crime is that?
I mean, you're in the way.
How do you see?
You know what crime that is?
Do you see me in the way? Is I'm asking you.
You're right here.
Ain't nobody from going and look. Look how freely this gentleman just walked. People record in public all day long. We live in New York City. As long as I'm in public, right?
They don't want you on
You asked me
here-
what crime that
right
is.
here
That's a, you know that's a
is
crime.
the property
What
line.
crime?
Right? I mean, you should know what it is. 'Cause you, so,
Me recording on the sidewalk isn't a crime.
yes, I mean,
This is their
you know what you're
property
doing,
line,
so you know.
right? For their building.
You're in
This
front of
is-
the property,
This
look.
entity is in
This
front of
is-
their property.
Look, my friend, you're right here in front.
Look where I'm at. You talking about this thing that extends? Sidewalk.
Okay, but you have to keep it moving.
This is
They
the
don't want- They
sidewalk.
don't want you in front of here. They don't
Tell,
want
tell
you.
your life that you're in front of a building
They
and you're
don't want
blocking
you
people's
here, so
way.
you have to go.
People just went in this building, and I didn't block not one person from entering that building. If anything, you guys are blocking. Look, you're still blocking it though.
So you just have to take a walk, all right? They don't want you in front of the building. This is their property right here.
So at this point, things start heating up as the police keep repeating meaningless reasons to strip this citizen's rights. They have a problem with him standing on the sidewalk in front of the apartment, but did you notice many others also walk through that area without police stopping or approaching them? It's like the police only pick on this citizen because he's holding a camera, exercising his rights. When he realizes reasoning doesn't work with these badge-wearing folks, the citizen decides not to be nice anymore. The latter part of the situation gets a bit tense. Let's keep watching.
Okay, if you want to record, you can move up that way. If you want to go down there, you can record, but you cannot be right here to uphold the peace.
And enforce the law, right?
Right.
Am I breaking the law?
This is their property right now.
The sidewalk is their property?
This is their
You're right here.
property.
Right now, where am I standing?
Look, you're right here. Look, if you go over there, you'll be fine. You're over here.
What's the complaint? That I'm taking pictures?
You're right. You're recording people. You're in the property, so you know, like,
I'm not on their property. I'm on the sidewalk.
you're right here.
I'm on the sidewalk. Can I get your card? Can I get your card, please?
Car?
Yeah. Can you write your name down?
You have my shield and my name right here.
Can I get your card, please? It's the Right to Know Act.
The location, because you know, you're doing
Right now, I'm free.
you're doing a violation. You know that, right?
What is it?
You don't know what it is?
Public sidewalk.
Yeah, it's a public side, but you're blocking.
How long you been an officer?
How long?
Salas. Let's pull his jacket. I want to see his jacket. If you say so. Your name is Holloway? 245. See that freedom of speech? See what he said? I'm lame, all that. I heard him. It's the First Amendment. I'm not uncomfortable because somebody's exercising their rights. These are my rights, peacefully. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I'm standing on a sidewalk, ma'am, respectfully.
Making the tenants feel uncomfortable.
Harassment is repetitive, and photography isn't harassment, ma'am.
If someone feels alarmed or scared from the scene,
Let me
that's
explain it.
harassment.
Let me explain this to you.
If you would like to look it up, you can. That's the penal law.
Okay.
for
Can I explain something to
So
you?
if someone was to call,
How am I harassing them, though?
because you're annoying and
How?
the tenants.
Yeah,
But how?
You're recording them. You on live right now.
Ma'am,
They feel unsafe.
it's a protected activity. It's supposed to be protected by you. Right now, you're supposed to protect my rights. He's recording. He's engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. You can't say photography is harassment. If I wasn't, listen, you can't turn.
You have no business standing here.
If I was, listen, hear me out. So if I was praying here, and they felt uncomfortable because of my religion, is that harassment? Because it's protected. It's protected. I'm not bothering nobody either way. Stood around is because they called the cops. And I don't run from the cops because I don't commit crimes. I'm not committing a crime. National public forum, engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, which is protected by you. You cannot turn photography. You cannot. They're gonna say, how is he harassing? By simply taking pictures on a traditional public forum? I didn't say anything to them. Saying that how? What violation? How am I being disorderly? By recording?
You out of here. You not get it.
So you're trespassing me from the sidewalk.
We're not trespassing. From the
So I can't stand on the sidewalk.
You said trespass.
I'm asking you,
Okay, look, you're right here.
sir, I stepped to the side, right? I'm not under their thing. I'm under the
How
scaffold.
big this building is, right?
I'm being respectful as well.
I don't want to argue.
But I'm,
I want you to leave from the area.
and I will once this conversation's over. Educate you. I'm trying to educate you that what I'm doing is protected and you're supposed to protect what I'm doing.
Telling you what it is.
Talk to them. How?
I just explained it to you. That's the penal law description of harassment. It's not. It's no.
You cannot turn photography into a crime. You just said you.
Photography is a crime.
That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. How?
Being interpreted by them, it's not. It's an annoyance. It's a harassment.
All right.
That's
Give me
what
your
it
card
is.
and I'll leave.
You got us on live, so you're gonna save it later on.
It's called the Right to Know Act. I need you. Write your name down. Crime, right?
You're doing a disorderly conduct, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's a violation. So I mean,
I'm not doing. You joined the force to violate people's rights. People's rights. And you at the 19th precinct?
You see everything. Look, you got
All
everything.
right, I'll be there.
You got everything recorded.
I'm gonna go record you guys.
So you could. Are you gonna leave or no?
Right now, I'm recording
You
you.
actually cannot record inside of a police station.
Of course we
That's
can.
wrong.
It's a public building. You arresting for photography or you arresting for trespassing? Exactly, because photography is not a crime.
Hey, I didn't say you're trespassing. I said it's harassment.
Once you leave, I'll leave.
Okay. Have a nice day, sir.
You too. I'll see you at your precinct. Who's your supervisor? You just said religion is not a crime. If I was praying, it's not a crime. But if I'm taking pictures, it's a crime. Learn the law.
You just witnessed how some law enforcement officers do their job. Just because someone feels uncomfortable, your behavior can be labeled as harassment, even though you're not breaking any law. The Constitution clearly recognizes the right to film or photograph in public places. So if the police won't protect that right, we have to do it ourselves. Know your rights and don't be afraid to use them. Next up is a church audit, specifically at a church located in Southern California. This church is already infamous for ignorance and even disrespect toward the right to film in public. And unfortunately, this time is no different. The church again shows contempt for our civil rights. Exactly how did they show that disrespect? Let's watch right now.
Thanks.
I noticed you're taking a picture of us.
Did you get it?
Oh, yes, I did.
No, did you take the photo?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fantastic. Anything else?
Because it's invading private citizens, too.
And what do you mean the private citizen?
I'm a private citizen. You didn't ask if I could.
And what about me? I'm not a private citizen.
I asked you. I said, sir, can I take your picture? You turned around and you said, did you take it? Oh, then I deleted them.
Yeah, you can erase it, right?
Can you erase that too? Because you're taking pictures of us and you didn't ask.
I had no
and I
idea.
didn't say that you could.
I had no
In
idea.
fact, I'm complaining. If you're looking at
I
me
had no
and you're
idea.
pointing at me, yeah,
Well, I had no idea you were at the church. Who you are anyway, so.
I don't know who you are either. And
Yeah.
why are you focusing
Well, you
your
need-
camera at the church?
I was minding my business just now.
No, you were walking with the camera,
Yeah.
taking a picture.
Yeah.
That's not minding your business.
That's what I've been doing.
doing.
I've been minding my business because I haven't been inside the church.
You were outside, but the camera's
So-
pointing to the church.
Right, longevity. So
Yeah.
it's gonna last because I'm waiting for everybody to leave. So anyway, so you were saying? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Doing private, but if she can leave, then I'll tell you. Yeah, thank you for leaving. Because she doesn't seem to be too happy today. Person behind you, so I don't know. Who's this? Is that your friend? I need another one.
No, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about.
Oh, I thought you had love in your heart. You don't have love in your heart for me?
I'm making sure that, of course,
But you said for her, not for me, right? What if something happens to me?
to videotape cars and
Do you have permission to come to church?
tape other people's personal
Do you need permission
property.
to come to church?
You cannot videotape other people's personal.
You don't need permission to come to church. Is that true? What she's saying?
Yeah, you can.
You
do
I
cannot,
can't?
You cannot take.
So one says I cannot. What about you? Public?
Sir, you're playing a
Do you think?
game with us right
No, I'm asking. Cordial conversation, right? Cordial conversation. No, I'm saying with her. She seems to be more friendly than you are.
I'm not being aggressive. I'm
Yes, you
not,
are. In my opinion, yes.
yeah, I am going.
See, you're calling people with guns. I could get shot today and get killed.
Well, you know what?
And you wouldn't care.
Might go to, no, you might go to heaven. Gonna
These
do
church
for
people
you.
always surprise me. You have so much love in your hearts to
You
be doing.
didn't talk to anybody about invading our privacy.
Public.
No, I'm not. This is private property.
But what about me?
You are pointing the.
Is that a? Is that,
And I am in private property. That's invading my property.
okay, so then go back inside.
I am inside. Why? Why should I move? This
Because
is
you don't
private
want the
property.
camera to record you, right?
Yeah,
I
because
suppose.
I'm in. Hi, ma'am. There's
I
a
don't-
gentleman.
Right away, you see it. A classic Karen from the church, totally clueless about civil rights, called the police just because of a camera in a public place. Honestly, I don't know why she called the police. It was because she didn't like being filmed, but she was the one who initiated the camera. It was because it was an invasion of privacy, but the church's cameras and many other places she visited were recording her in her car every day. Anyway, Karen called 911. Let's see if she filed a false report with 911 and if the police showed up.
Sunglasses, a cap, and he has a camera, a video camera that he's taping and says he's not doing anything that is upsetting. And I said, you're invading our privacy by filming us without public property. But he's
Take a breather.
yes, no, he is on public property, but he's pointing the
Inhale, exhale.
the camera, the camcorder.
There's another guy approaching here.
License plates and the people that are coming.
I didn't ask for help.
What do you do with the cameras?
What do you think cameras do?
Private property.
What do you think cameras do?
Why are you filming?
What do you think cameras do?
Why are you filming?
That's none of your business. This is why you have the long hair? I mean, the long beard?
No,
Am I one of my business?
You're filming some other stuff.
There you
that
have it.
belongs
So-
to you.
so-
Where you came from?
I don't need to talk to you, sir. You have an attitude here.
Why is
I'm not
that?
liking that.
Why is that?
Why is that? What do you mean, why is that?
Why are you filming?
Why do you have a black shirt?
Take the glasses off.
Why do you have sandals?
Take the
Why don't you
glasses
have regular shoes? Rings off.
Let me see you.
Take your rings out.
Let me see
You're
your
looking
face.
at me.
You see?
You're looking at me, yeah. You're seeing
No,
me.
I don't see anything.
I don't think you're blind.
No, we
What's under that?
Yes, you can.
No.
What's under that? It's a human tissue. There's a brain. There's a cranium.
Back to back, right?
Back to back, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm just filming you.
To that, I'm okay with it.
That's what you're doing, right?
Okay, fantastic.
Perfect.
Wow, this is the solo of this is the Christians, right now.
The Christians.
What are these people? Atheists or Christians?
What are you?
They're showing so much love here. But what kind of God do they be living here?
The thing is that why do
See?
you have to wear glasses?
See,
and
aggressive.
cap?
She's wearing sunglasses. I'm okay with that.
No, we can see, still
crazy,
see
huh?
through her.
I can see her eyes. People are crazy here.
No, and on top of that, she's not filming, but you are filming.
Well, he's filming me right
Why? Cameras do you have,
I
sir?
Three.
don't, because
Well, that's something.
3, yeah.
How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
What's
And
your
you?
name? I don't know who you are. That's why I
Okay,
want to
that's
introduce
fine.
myself.
Okay, what is your name?
Are you okay?
What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Deacon Gill.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So and so.
How may I help you today?
I didn't ask for help, sir.
You're
Did I-
coming
see-
over
see my
here
dear,
being
did I tell you?
aggressive with people. Get like
I'm
that
talking
with
to her.
people.
I'm talking to her.
Point in here.
Yes, I am.
Why are you
Did you see what I was saying?
No.
Exactly what I was telling you.
No, you have
Why
here-
would I go?
What are you
This
doing?
is not
what are you
your
trying
property,
to
sir.
accomplish here?
You said you're not property.
What are you
sir.
trying to
I'm not
accomplish
trying to
here?
tell you what I'm trying to do, sir.
Then no.
Then no, right?
You do?
Then why would I
I
go?
belong here.
He wants me-
You don't
he
need
wants
to
me
come
gone.
on property and tell
He
people
wants me
stuff.
gone.
You
What's
don't need
that?
to come on property and
What's that
tell
now?
everybody anything.
Same here. That applies to you as well, sir.
I'm in public.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So don't tell me to go. I suppose.
Well, what reason do you have here? Money or?
This is
or
none
what
of your
is-
business, sir. I already explained to my friend over there what I was
You
doing
don't
here.
have a friend here. It looks like.
You don't know that. Church is full of Satan, then yeah, maybe not. Right? I don't know what God you guys praise here. Do you praise Satan here?
Thank you.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, in my opinion, right?
Well, we can't have a conversation and I can't do anything.
No, there shouldn't be a conversation between you guys and me. Likewise, my friend.
We'll pray for you.
Likewise. Okay, pray for me right now, right here. Okay, he's gonna pray for me. Okay, pray for me. I need prayer, right? Guys, pray for me. Don't leave. I was liking you. Come back. Don't leave. Get lost. He says get lost. They're Christians. Woo! There's the cap collar, the original cap collar right here. That's the love. There you go. If she got told there's no crime, then that's the walk of shame over there. Check it out.
It's unclear what the coordinator said to the lady in the green dress, but after they gathered and talked, they avoided and ran off as soon as they saw the citizen's camera. Maybe the coordinator got a phone call educating them that filming the church from the sidewalk is not illegal. So from that moment on, they no longer reacted negatively to the camera. Comments after the audit at this church: a total failure because it turns out they don't love or treat people kindly like the values they preach. When authorities or police deliberately twist the law to violate your rights, that's when you must not stay silent and turn on your camera and speak up. The next situation happens in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, where a controversial traffic stop took place. Even though it wasn't fully dark and the streetlights were bright enough, the police used the excuse headlights not bright enough to pull over 2 citizens. From there, they started abusing their power by demanding ID and vehicle documents, actions that, in my opinion, are completely illegal.
Hey, how you doing this evening?
Hey.
Reason stops, you got a headlight out.
It's not out.
This is a traffic stop?
Yes, sir. The headlight's out.
It's out. Can you look at it and make sure? It's just still daytime. It's gonna shine like that. It shine like that because it's still daytime. Once it get dark, it's much brighter. It shine like that because it's daytime. We didn't talk to him 5-6 times about this headlight. Right now, while the sun is still out like that, it's gonna look like that. As it get darker, it get way brighter.
Well, it's visible from so many feet.
Right, but it's not dark enough for you to say that. At nighttime, it's visible 50 feet. We didn't have that checked already. Officers say by their eye, back 50 feet or did no test on it to say that the light not shining 50 feet.
Okay. Well, I need to see license proof insurance.
Can you get the sergeant?
Insurance.
You're what's your name?
Officer
And badge number? And you refusing to get us a sergeant? You refusing to get us a supervisor?
That's not going to change me getting your license proof insurance.
For what crime? And you're saying the light is out or is this now?
It's not bright enough.
It's not bright enough,
Yes,
and that's a
I need
crime.
your license proof insurance.
And you're not gonna get a sergeant.
I might get a sergeant, but I'm going to get your license proof insurance.
In charge, 'cause you said this the last time a sergeant came, he said that light was fine. You're saying one thing, your superior's saying another thing.
The light is not fine.
Well, we're telling you what I'm doing. I mean, if you ask for a sergeant, he refused to get you a sergeant because he's being aggressive, and you did no test on the light. You did no test on that light, man. You did no test. It's not even dark. It's not even dark.
He did say that it wasn't.
Not bright enough for him.
Yeah, that's what he said. He didn't
It's
say
not
it
bright enough for him.
He never said nothing.
I mean, I'm a pastor. I'm just saying, though. I know how they be trying to violate.
It's not
I'm
functioning
saying
properly.
You're not even checking it. It's on.
Because we was parked already, and then you pulled up behind us.
You
and-
seen us.
Just because you stop don't mean I can't.
Reason. This is not a legitimate stop. This is illegitimate.
This is a 100% legitimate stop.
Why don't you call the sergeant and get a second opinion? We done went through this 5 times.
There is not a sergeant.
I got your captain card and everything. He told us with this video to keep showing that light
I'm
works.
gonna get your license proof.
You're not gonna get mine. You're not gonna get nothing from me. You ain't gonna get nothing from me.
Your license.
Babe, let him know that you don't consent to any. Let him know that that light is working. Get him. You saying the light is working. So you're saying the light is working.
Not properly.
Yeah, we're gonna
Insufficient.
sue the dog. When this traffic is over, I will get out of this car.
That is
Ain't
fine.
nothing you gonna do about it. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. I'm finna go right down there and put a. I'm finna give him your license number, or whatever. I'm finna go down here and file a complaint against his ass too. Don't try to give him let's not give him a reason to try to trump up shit. He have no rust car right here. If you refuse,
License, proof of insurance, please.
what happens if she refuses? Sitting here violating us for no crime.
That is a non-proper.
That's not a crime. First of all, it's not a
violation.
not a crime.
Kentucky revised statute.
Okay, we done been through this before with your sergeant.
Ma'am.
Can you call a sergeant, please? Go higher up. You got a superior working, man. You can't sit here and tell me that, man. I know my laws, man. You have a superior working. Call your superior.
I ain't calling nobody.
Okay.
License,
Okay.
proof of insurance.
Y'all hear him say he not calling nobody. He want to assist us with a sergeant. We're asking for a sergeant, man. That's all we want is a sergeant. Somebody else with a second opinion, because this man is sitting here profiling us. Yep, it's not out. It's not out. We asked you to get a second opinion. You didn't do no test. Where your test kit is?
I don't need a test kit. I can see that it's
You
not
do.
working
You need a
properly.
test kit.
You heard that right. Officer Jay Clardy didn't need any test to determine if these people broke the law. He just wanted their IDs, driver's licenses, and vehicle papers. If we talk about Kentucky's headlight law, it only requires headlights to be on from half an hour after sunset to half an hour before sunrise, or when visibility is poor or at night. But look here, it's neither dark nor low visibility, right? Still, the police tried every trick to get these people's information.
Ma'am, I need your license and proof of
But go on, get what he need. Just go on, just so we.
Can I get a sheet of paper so I can write everything down for you?
Yes, ma'am. Or you can just tell it to me and I'll write it down.
I was right here. We got fuckboy over here. Come with his gay shit.
What's your full name?
Nothing wrong with that light. They're doing this again. He's under duress. She's giving him her information under duress. Under duress. What happens if she refuses? Ask him what happens if you refuse. You're going to get it to him, but ask him what happens if you
What
refuse.
happened if I refuse?
You are.
You're going to detain her for what reason?
Sir.
I'm asking a question. I'm a pastor. I got the right to talk to the police. I'm in this car. I'm part of this. You're talking to us. You initiated contact.
Okay, I'll just ask you a question.
We want a FOIA request.
If you
I don't care what you talking about, boy.
That's your name.
I'm gonna let the window down so everybody can hear. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. Man, back up some, man.
What's your birthday?
They love violating rights around here. Y'all just love it, don't it? Keep stacking it up. Speak, man. I promise you, we swing Houseville Police Department as we speak, man. Especially this guy.
549 Ruby Lane.
Soon, y'all, let's y'all speak about it, man. Just keep adding to it, this harassment. Keep letting this harassment add up. When we get pulled over, this guy shows up to the scene. I'm surprised he ain't following us around. It's not even dark enough, y'all. Look at the sun, y'all. 20 minutes ago and said the headlight was out with the sun still up. Yeah, y'all f***ed up this one for real. The light is over and show y'all how bright the light is. We're gonna stand 50 feet because they did no test. Incident report number and everything you get out of this ticket. We want a report number. We want everything. We want the incident number. He told us no sergeant and captain is working. Yeah, we know you is. I know your bitch ass is. Y'all see how bright it is. This man said that the light is not bright enough.
Can you call a sergeant?
What do you say?
TikTok gotta do with you getting a sergeant.
Don't worry about it. We gonna see you TikTok cop. That's his favorite line. We gonna show your ass TikTok when you violating rights. You know what to say? You watch too much TikTok. All right, we gonna see your ass violate. Guess what? Your immunity not gonna stand up, guy. It don't work. It don't work when you knowingly violate. We letting you know you're violating rights and you know you're doing it. Out here, we ain't going nowhere. We gonna call the police right back soon when y'all leave. We gonna call the police. We finna call the police. We're gonna get a sergeant out here. We're gonna call him ourselves. They ain't got to. He refused us. They refused us a lieutenant. Ask this officer his name since he walking up to the cop talking. TikTok. What's your name?
Name and badge number? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. He not saying nothing. What you said? 456. What you said?
Ringwell. Got to spell it for you?
Ringwell 456.
Light every time, they can't do nothing. Can't take nobody to jail or nothing. For cops. We want that incident report and ticket number. Keep up and have to go do a FOIA request. FOIA request on this boy. I got every video where he been interacting with us. So
we don't have a sergeant working right now.
Man.
We do have the OIC.
We want somebody over this man's head. We want.
For a sergeant, I have a captain, but
he just threatened us to arrest us for not getting ID for a fraudulent traffic stop. This is fraudulent. It was no need for lights to even be on, but he still did this on harassment, man. I've been recording the whole time.
Officer in charge tonight, he's on his way.
Hey, check this out, man. I only talk to bosses, not the second in command. Yeah. You talking about?
How do you feel after watching this? The police got information from these citizens but couldn't issue a ticket because headlights not bright enough during daytime is clearly not a valid legal reason. These citizens didn't commit a crime, but they got stopped. If this isn't harassment, then what is? This video not only captures a shocking situation, but also sends a powerful reminder that your rights, only you can hold and protect them. What happens when you do nothing wrong, just simply exercising your constitutional rights? But police still try to question you, label you suspicious, and demand your ID. In the next situation, a citizen went to the Fairview, Oklahoma Police Department because he was previously forced to ID himself just for filming in public. This time, he came to check if they respect civil rights and directly questioned the police chief about demanding ID without a reasonable cause. What happens next? Let's watch.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What do you got going on in here? Oh, cool. I'm just touring the building.
Oh, okay.
Have a nice day. It's Fire Chief.
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. This is this.
This is mine.
Oh, Brian.
No.
Wait, is this the assistant?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay. So you guys don't get name badges on the doors?
No, but I would take one if you can make one for us.
Have a nice day. They didn't tell
What's
you.
up, Patrick?
I'm doing good. Nice to. You didn't think I was coming back, did you?
Oh no, I figured you would sometime.
One day. Fine.
Good.
So,
What's up?
where do you guys keep the vehicles? Are they?
Back
That's
of the
what I was
building.
wondering. I didn't drive that way, but I've been driving,
Yeah.
you know, this way.
It's
and-
an alley. People can get through there. I mean, it's all. I mean, we just for, you know. For
you want to tell the
whatever,
people
but-
who you are? Guys, this is the
Well-
chief of police of Fairview.
Yes, I'm Gary Sweimeller.
The
The,
guy in the last video who actually wanted to give his name.
well, we've done some homework. Have a stop and ID.
No, well, you guys should know
But-
that.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
We already knew that. But if I see somebody for no reason and I say, hey, I want your ID, they don't have to give it. Dispatch somewhere, you know, whether it's a suspicious activity or something like that, and we try and ID them.
Here's what I can say to you,
Sorry, I'm
so you can
breathing.
tell.
I was moving
No,
some
you're fine.
boxes.
You're fine. You're fine. Here's what I'd like to tell you, so you can tell your officers. Training they receive.
Sure.
But you don't want, you know, the violations to occur. So just tell them suspicion, and you got to be able to articulate.
Well, they know. They know.
You know, I understand the whole, you know, hey, let's see some ID to you.
Right.
But you're going to run into that person who's don't know necessarily agrees with that,
Right.
and they're going to want to know, well,
Auditors that don't
well,
agree with it.
Well, and then, the Second Amendment thing, well, in Oklahoma, they don't have permitless carry. When it comes to not having a firearm, a lot of people, what they'll do is, you know, well, what do you suspect me of doing?
Here asking because I got dispatched here.
Yeah,
So
and then,
I have to look into it.
yeah, and exactly, and that's why they ask, well,
Right.
you know, is it legitimate or is it not legitimate? Are you just here as a social call, or, you know?
Right. And you know, there are some people out there that somebody's very, very articulate.
Yeah.
They could articulate that, you know, and I'm not saying you are, but most do.
Yeah.
Is disruptive to their doing their business, their day-to-day stuff, related as disruptive. I'm telling you that if somebody's really articulate, they could.
Well, and I can understand if you're, you know, tolerant, but the simple mere actions
No,
of just
I understand and I agree with you. But
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
those out there that
No,
are
no.
disrupting our day because
Yeah.
this is not normal.
Yeah, no.
This doesn't happen every day.
Hey, I agree with you. If somebody goes in the building and they're hollering, you know, no, that I understand that. But
Sure.
just the mere action of just, how you doing today? Nice to meet you.
To admit that it's not a daily, hourly, whatever occurrence. Somebody walking anything and everybody, whether it's their God-given right or constitutional right.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
that's not normal to some people.
Yeah, different. But what they have to understand is, you know, you guys have all these cameras on the ceiling. What makes the difference when I bring mine into the equation? And the only difference is, when it does something,
Sure.
you have video of it or whatnot.
Sure.
Well, all those are public record. I could FOIA those. I could open records, request those, get those, and whatnot. For instance, when I bring mine into the equation.
I don't see a problem.
And the
with
whole
it.
point of it is to see if you respect the First Amendment, and
Sure.
that's all it is. Or whatnot, or other police departments or other, you know, associations will type up these letters and documents, and you know, you understand what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Citizens, or
Right.
you
right.
you understand. You
Oh
understand.
yeah. 100%, man. Yeah.
What do you think about the police chief's view that officers can identify anyone just because they get a call and are dispatched? In reality, in Oklahoma and many other states in the US, the law clearly states that requesting ID is only legal when police have reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. So emotional reasons like feeling suspicious or being called to the scene are not enough legal grounds and could violate citizens' constitutional rights if police threaten to arrest just to ID any innocent citizen. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for following and staying with us until the very end. The encounters you just watched are just pieces of a bigger picture. The picture of freedom, responsibility, and transparency in a democratic society. Holding a camera is not just about recording images. It's a way to remind authorities that the light of justice always shines, and the people are always watching their every move. Let's be part of the change together.